So as teachers now, it is your one's responsibility to set good models. Once you set a good model, the children, the students will mold their career based on your model. So a great teacher is a source of inspiration. Not only inspiration, is a great source of molding him without even directly involving in interacting with the student. You will be leaving such an impression that the student himself gets inspired well within and changes character and conduct and go in your way. So my dear teachers, please take interest in molding the youngsters. If you don't mold the youngsters, as I was mentioning earlier, a word of caution is that your children will suffer. Set them good examples. Tell them good anecdotes. So mere teaching, that is passing on some information available in the book, you are not required. We can put on a computer, we can switch on it, and it will produce all the required information. A teacher's eye-to-eye contact, the word that you pass on, leaves a tremendous impact on the minds of the youngsters. So please, please, please do remember that you should be a good example for your young student. If you are able to set that, then the glory of this institution will grow, not only grow, it will also change number for the institutions. That's what I told the management also. I am very happy. You have done so much of work. I was telling Mr. Lakshman Swami this morning, purchase 100 acres. Let it be far away from Vijayawada and set up, because the great man in those days, that Mr. Vaikuntham, what is his name? VV. The first man who was 1907. Venkatratnam. Mr. Venkatratnam, great vision, he has acquired then 10 acres or 15 acres. Now you see what type of institution you could build in the midst of the city. Same way, now you purchase 100 acres and start KG to the PG at all faculties, with all faculties, and make it a university. Make it a university. And this university will certainly leave a good impact on the future generations. Because 1907, we can't even imagine. So the management should take initiative in this regard. I am making it very public in the presence of all the students and teachers. Please think over it. And I know that you acquired 22 acres somewhere near New Zealand. And make it 100 acres and build a good institute there. That institution is for the future, not for the present. So my dear teachers, once again appeal to you as an erstwhile teacher. My appeal to you is that please provide good models to youngsters. Enthuse them. Let them go into the public problems. I was discussing one issue about agricultural engineering. The agricultural engineering is required. There are now, what type of engineers we are producing? You may feel bad if I tell you very openly. A person who cannot put fuse, he is an electrical engineer. A person who cannot repair a car is a mechanical engineer. A person who cannot think of what type of steel has to be used, they think that is somebody else's job. If you want to put, you will call electrician. You please come and put fuse here. You want some vehicle to be repaired, you call some mechanic to come and repair. So this is not what is required for society. You may say that, sir, we will gain the experience. 4 years of study, it's not 1 or 2 years of study. 4 years of undergraduate study, you should have a practical outlook, how to do it. About agriculture engineer, I was telling them, the flow of water, the last point of any eye cut, if it doesn't reach, you must find out the reasons why it is not reaching. You may say that there are several breaches. Why do people breach? Because they are also not getting adequate water, so they breach the canal and take it. A proper gradients has to be worked out. Desilting of the canals has to be done. All these things become part of the agricultural engineering. So it's an applied aspect of engineering. Like information technology, you are saying that. Or computers, electronic based computers. They're all applied. So my dear friends, think 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead, 30 years ahead. For example, public health. If you take public health, engineering, we got engineering department, everything. And we just pump water. The last house of a street doesn't get water. Then what does he do? He puts a motor and he wants to draw the water. And nobody thinks why he is not getting water. And equal quantity of water has reached the last point. Whatever pressure we had to build and what about the gradients we had to give. Nobody thinks. He only blames that man for drawing the water using a motor and fine him. He pays the fine and draws the water. Without water, he can't survive. So the public health engineering should think. Now people are thinking SCADA. SCADA they want to introduce everywhere to measure how much of water and suddenly they stop and all that. But what is the use? Why do you supply water to the inmates of the municipality? These are all points which have to be looked into by the engineering students. They must think how to help the society, not that how to write the examinations and pass the examinations and get into some job and be done with it. And give this institution name and fame in days to come. The management, I felt very, very happy that they are doing their best, but there is much to be done also. Because sky is the limit. You cannot think that now it's over. Sky is the limit. But they got all the enthusiasm. I found the members, large number of people who attended, itself indicate that the commitment they got for this institution. I'm very, very happy to find such a good number of donors and other people who are research management thinking about this institution. It's a great pride. Let this pride be continued. And whoever is coming as a donors in future, they should also make this institution to grow further. With you and to spend some time, I got so many thoughts to be shared, but it's not the time because 8 o'clock, you are supposed to have your cultural evening at 7:35 p.m. So I do not want to come in the way. You wanted to exhibit your talents and your creative minds, and I wish you all the best and the great success in your presentation. And also I request you to think of the future. Think of the future. Those people who are leaving this institution should go out with bright colors, but at the same time with a great commitment to do something for society. You are the people who are to change this future. So I wish you all the best. Let your examinations be successfully done and you get the highest marks and get good slots where you can contribute. You should be always a contributor, not a consumer. You should be a contributor, not a consumer. So I hope that all of you would become contributors. You will also become models for the next to go out of this institution. So I thank Mr. Lakshman Swami and Mr. Dr. Nageshwar Rao and Mr. Gopal and also Mr. Shekhar Reddy and so many people who are instrumental, directly or indirectly, and who are responsible by coming here and spending some time. I know that this is a great opportunity to meet youngsters, share a few thoughts, and also to know what is happening in this state. So for which I profusely thank them. I should thank God for giving this opportunity to meet all of you. I once again thank you one and all for giving a patient listening. Good night. Thank you.
Garu. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thought-provoking message. You have filled our hearts with your words so profound and thought-provoking. And now, we are proud of our students who prove themselves meritoriously in all fields. And now we announce the names of toppers of the academic year 2011 to 12 to receive their prizes. Miss Redevi, Assistant Professor of MBA, will read out the names of the students.
Sri Anusha with 85.6% of 4 triple E. Y. Sudhakar Reddy 77.63% of 3rd triple E. And Lisa Bista 81.98% of 2nd triple E. Madhuvina 82.4% of 4th ECE. Harika 82.3% of 3rd ECE. B. Sindhuja 88.12% of 2nd ECE. Anusha 75% of 4th CSE. D. Usharani 83.26% of 3rd CSE. K. Savita Sri 89% of 2nd CSE. M. Shravani with 74.86% of 4th IT. B. Ragini 72.5% of 3rd IT. S. Tejashwani 84.5% of 2nd IT. C. H. Pratisha 83% of 2nd IT. To give the overall championship trophy. I call up all the teams of CSE and Triple E also to come on to the dais.
I call upon all the team captains of both the departments, Triple E and CSE.
Thank you. We thank all the dignitaries of
part of our annual day, and we have different entertainments to make you feel very pleasant over here. And as usual, every year you know pretty well that these events are not confined only to a performance, but also there is competition among the participants. So for that, may I request the judges, the first judge, Kumari ma'am from EC department. Ma'am, may I welcome you on the stage, please? Kumari ma'am, professor of EC department. Ma'am, please. And now another judge. May I invite our B. John Wesley Garu, assistant professor of basic science and humanities, up the stage. Let me take the privilege of inviting Chandramouli Garu of MBA department also to join the other judges. Now, let me invite N. Hemalata of first ECA